tea is hot. Nigga, Kim and Rebecca got the spot. Sip it slow, let the gossip flow. The morning tea is a daily glow. Turn it up, hear the laughter ring. Stories fly like birds on wings. Steeped in truth with a twist of fun. The morning tea has just begun. Pour a cup, let the chatter spring. Your morning fix is here with thee. Nika, Kim, and Rebecca agree. The morning tea is the place to be.
What up? What up? What up? It's the morning tea.
Love besties.
We are back. We are back and so excited. So excited. It sounds like it's in the background somewhere. Can y'all hear us? If y'all
It's an echo.
somewhere. Huh?
That's better.
Yeah. Okay, there. Yeah. Okay. What's up, y'all? We are so glad to be back. Let us start sharing, talking to the people, letting y'all know that we are back on this morning. It is the Morning Tea Radio Show where we are here every Wednesday. It feels like we ain't been here all month long, though.
Oh, my God. It seems like forever.
It does.
It seems like we have not been here forever, but shout out to y'all. Do us a favor, share the live, invite some people, allow us to share so that we can tell the people that we are back live this morning. We live.
Yes,
we live at 7 a.m.
We live.
We live. So super excited about today as we welcome. Good morning. Good morning, Kiara. Good morning, Marcy. Good morning, Jay.
Yes.
Good morning, Amari. Good morning. Good morning. So we are so excited to be here on today. So y'all tell us, Rebecca been traveling the world. What's been going on, Becca? What's been going on?
Well, I've been outside.
You've been outside. You've been outside.
I think we got a little glitch going on.
Rebecca been having all kind of technical difficulties this morning, so y'all bear with her.
And that's because I was working all night long. My computer probably said, "Oh no, I need a break this morning."
So when you pause, we just gonna wait on you to come back. How about that? We just gonna wait on you to come back. Good morning, Miss Laura. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. We appreciate y'all. Do us again a favor, share the live. Let us know where y'all are tuning in from. If y'all in Texas, Houston, if you're from somewhere else, y'all let us know where y'all are tuning in from, because we got an amazing show today. The title of the show is Chivalry Dead, or do we have high expectations? And we're going to talk about all that. And I'm hoping that some men will join us today, because do we have high standards, or maybe even unrealistic expectations? We're going to talk about that. So we're excited about today. Kim, let us know what you've been having going on.
Listen. Well, the last time y'all saw me, I was 55. God has graced me to be 56.
I was 55.
Yes, I was 55. So, baby, I'm representing the 56-year-olds that looking like we in our 20s, baby.
And you work well.
Listen, let me tell you.
Look, let me get my fingers together.
Right. I continue my mental detox that I've been on, setting boundaries, regulate my time, just so I can keep this glow and peace, Been missing y'all, I'm like, listen. So look, but I'm glad to be back today.
Yes, indeed. I'm glad to be back too. It seemed like we missed so much conversations about what's happening on a day-to-day. But again, we appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. If this is your first time tuning in to the Morning Tea Radio Show, I'm your girl, Mika Diamond. We got Miss Kim and Rebecca, and we utilize this platform for businesses, entrepreneurs, those who are wanting to grow and enlarge your network and territory. We definitely have the opportunity, the space to be able to do that. If you have an event coming up, if you want to expand network, if you want to put a commercial ad, if you want to interview with us, we would definitely love to have you. You can contact us by going to the email morningtearadioshow@gmail.com. We have a form for you to fill out. We can send that to you, and then we can get you in a space where you need to be. Not only do we have business opportunities, but we have morning tea topics. These are things that happen each and every day. As I always like to say, we like to say adult conversations. It's a safe place to be your authentic self. There's no judgment. It's a judgment-free zone. And we just love to talk about things that happen each and every day. Each and every day, some of the things that we talk about. And sometimes you got to change your perspective, right, ladies?
That's right.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Sometimes after we have the conversation, we go in and some people are like, you know what, that I can relate to that. Let me go back and make my wrong right. I didn't handle that correctly. Or your perspective can change based on a situation or a scenario. And if you haven't experienced anything that we talk about, we always say, keep on living, like the folks say, the senior saints say, keep on living, because experience will knock on your door. And sometimes our conversations can help you when it does that, y'all. So listen, can't talk about what happened last week, because last week I was in planes, trains, and automobiles.
Right? I was waiting for you to get in a boat.
Listen, good morning, Trina. Good morning, beautiful. Glad to have you on. Listen, y'all, we went to Arkansas. Started out Sunday. We went to Arkansas. By Wednesday, Thursday, we were in Tennessee. By Saturday, we was back in Arkansas. And by Monday, we was back in Dallas. So that's all the places that I went. If you can see, I still got back.
Listen, you're getting the miles in.
Getting the miles, exactly.
If the miles that I receive, frequent road miles, I would literally have a free rental car by now. I would.
Oh, yeah. For about a month.
Listen, it's been some days, but to God be the glory. We were able to go enjoy ourselves, spend time with David's family, and able to check out Mr. Dave Hollister in Tennessee at the City Winery. So we had a good time. But y'all, let us know what y'all have going on. If you were in the comments, let us know where you're where you're tuning in from. Also, let us know what you've been having going on. What's been going on? Have you traveled? Have you had any new experiences? Do you have anything coming up that you would love us to shout out? I feel like it's a shout out day because we haven't been here in so long.
Yeah, take advantage of that shout out day.
Listen, they better.
Listen, the feel good Wednesday. It's the feel
good.
Hurry
up, get in there.
Because we don't just be shouting folks out. No, I'm just playing.
Listen. But we would love to hear from you. We're gonna get into this quick commercial break, and when we come back, I got some entertainment news, and then we got your girl, Miss Kim, and the amazing Miss Unmute. So y'all make sure that y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back with the morning tea gossip.
3, 2, 1.
And now it's time for entertainment news, the tea gossip segment, right here on the Morning Tea Radio Show.
All right, y'all. So I got some bad news, and then I got some good news. We're gonna leave on a good note. So first of all, we didn't get a chance to talk about this Carmelo Anthony case with this 35 years, right? We didn't get a chance to talk about that because we was vacationing and all kind of things during that time. But I would love to know, how do the people feel? How do you feel about the Carmelo Anthony case? I see that he now has, multiple representatives now, a legal team actually of maybe 4 or 5 attorneys that have gotten together and they're working on the appeal. But how do you feel about the case? How are you feeling? Are you feeling like it was justified? Are you feeling like it wasn't justified? What are your thoughts? We would love to know that in the comments. So share your thoughts. What are y'all thoughts? How do y'all feel about it?
Oh, wow. As a mother, it's sad all around. A lot of mixed emotions, and just based off the information that, that I know, I don't see nothing wrong with him sitting under the tree. They should have left him alone. Like, my take is leave people alone. Just leave them alone. Just leave them alone. They never should have fronted him or anything or said anything to him if he wasn't bothering anybody. If he was just sitting there, leave him alone. That's why I tell people, leave people alone. Mind your business. And then I heard that he was invited over there. So that person should have kind of said, hey man, this is my friend or whatever. I told him to come over here. But even if he didn't, just leave people alone. You don't just leave people alone.
What do you think about it, Becca?
For me, being a mom, I understand 2 parents pretty much are dealing with, having their kids gone, one to death, which is sad, and one to jail. However, this bullying has to stop.
Yep.
Yeah.
To stop, and they're not doing enough in the schools. They're not doing enough in communities. This bullying has to stop, and it's like one of the initiatives that I wish I could take on, because like I just, even since I was younger, like I just never liked that, and now it's worse. It's worse to where these kids have social media and all of this stuff, and then when people come and they're bullying them or whatever, they feel like they don't have a safe space because the schools just kind of brush it off. Brush it off. And then when the parents come, then it's all this, oh, well, we can take the parents without the and then stuff like this happens. So it has to be put in check. This bullying, it has to stop.
Yeah, I totally agree. There were so many things about the case, and I'm like, Trina, why they didn't do that from the start? I agree. So here's my thing. I always talk about it in so many different things. I really don't understand why us as a culture, we wait until it gets to a certain point before we come together on things. Right? I hate that it has to be injustice for us to come together and stick around. Now, plenty of us, we hold our hands up. We say, Black Lives Matter. We do all of these things. However, when it counts the most, when it counts for us to make decisions, when it comes to voting time, local, state, national level, we don't come together on those type of things. And I hate that. I'm like, Trina, why wasn't all of these people, y'all know that he was raising money, the family was raising money for a legal team. Of course, the father said that he decided based on what he was told not to have the culture represent him, right? So that was a decision that he made. However, why wasn't there a push during that time? Why didn't the legal team, all of these people get together? It's just, I hate it. It has to get to a death penalty, 35 years in prison, all of these things to take place when we can't even come together on the basic things. I am so tired of seeing our culture fighting on Carnival cruises, fighting it, and it's just becoming like, okay, how can we say in one hand that we need to stick together, and then you got brawls of fights that's taking place? And every time I look on social media with an event that's taking place, it's a big fight, and we're fighting each other. We're not fighting the other people. We're fighting each other. And so I just hate that it has to get to this measure for us to stand outside the courtroom, for us to, for us to have all of these different legal elected officials come together. It just, for me, we don't do it in the times when we need to do it. And we wait until something drastic happens before we come together. So prayerfully, this is the right legal team that he has now. And prayerfully, something will take place that will alter the decision. But I just hope that we can start coming together on other things and not fighting each other. When we say Black Lives Matter, that's every day.
Yeah, right.
Just when injustice happens, or when something, a situation or a scenario takes place. Black Lives Matter every single day, right? And so I just hate that. So we'll see how that turns out. We'll see. I'm like you, Becca. He told them don't put their hands on him. Yeah. He told them that. And although it ended up in a situation that he didn't, because I know in his mind he wasn't trying to kill the boy, but he wanted them to get off of him. And he was in a space where he was really the only one, right? He was by himself. But there's so many things about the case that's going to come out. I hope that those things were true, that can be that they can fight for now with the appeal. But I just pray that it works out for him and his family. Because I didn't realize that they were originally from Louisiana. They're not even from Texas. So when I listened to him, and I was just like, that's funny, because, well, never mind. I don't even want to get in that. But anyway, prayerfully it'll work out in his favor. And above all, God knows God is still going to be who he is. He's still going to do what he wants to do, or what he should do. And we just have to wait and see what that decision is. So on the positive note, our collective voices matter. Barack and Michelle Obama officially opened the Obama Presidential Center in the south of Chicago. Okay. And when I tell you, it was so amazing. It was so good to see the amount of support that they had for that for the grand opening, and Michelle's speech to her husband. Oh my God. Speaking to the president, it was so good. It was so good. And it definitely moved. I saw so many, of course, Joe Biden, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton was there. The Bushes was there. And it was so funny because Michelle can be classy in her shade. That's what I love about her. She reminded me of me. I can be classy, but I'm gonna let you know what I did to let you know. It was so nice. And I hate when we were in Chicago that the grand opening, it wasn't open during that time, because I did look to see if it was gonna be open, but I knew it was opening back in June. So that just means gotta go back. Right. And I'm gonna wait till the lines go down, because baby, I already know it's probably hard to get up in there. It's probably hard to get up in there. But I'm excited. Good morning to my cousin, Shelly Warren, all the way from Louisiana. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. But y'all, listen, we're gonna get into this commercial break, and when we come back, we got Miss Unmute in the building. So y'all make sure that y'all don't go nowhere. We got an amazing topic today. High standards or unrealistic expectations. Is chivalry really dead, or do we just have unexpected expectations? We're going to talk about it. Y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back with Miss Unmute.
I know you're going to dig this.
Hey, y'all. Hey, it's your girl, Rebecca, the Unmute Yourself Queen. Let me ask you a question. Do you find yourself shrinking inside of rooms that you are meant to command? And do you ask yourself, why does this keep happening? Well, stay tuned for my upcoming segment, Unmute Yourself, and you'll see why, and get tips on how to change that. Stay tuned.
Hey, y'all. Hey, I have missed you all. Today's Unmute segment, you know what? I had a whole other segment. I had my stuff all set up. That's what happens when you plan. Sometimes we wait for the perfect time to do things. We wait for the perfect thing or perfect time, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to say this. I'm not going to post this book. I'm not going to post my business. I'm not going to do this because life has been lifing, or I don't look the way I should look, or I hadn't lost the weight, or I hadn't done this and that. Y'all, remember I told y'all I did that for many, many, many years, and life will pass you by. Life is going to life. Things are going to go wrong. There's never going to be a perfect moment. Do it. Do not wait 10, 20 years and see other people pushing your dream through, not even as good as you would have done it, because you're scared. You don't have no one to be scared of but who is looking back at you in the mirror. You're your worst critic. So stop waiting on the sideline for things to be great. Stop waiting for life to get better, because guess what? This is probably as good as it's going to get. So get out there, do what you need to do, and stop being afraid. Push that business, launch that website, go live, tell people how you're feeling, tell people where they had you messed up at, and unmute and stop being afraid and waiting on the perfect time. That is my Unmute Yourself segment for today.
Oh, you come out the gate on the first day back.
Right. That's good, though. That's good, because there are a lot of people that stuck. There are a lot of people that feel like they need to be perfect, or it has to be a certain type of way. And yes, it does have to be a certain type of way, but you're still going to be growing during the process. So it does not have to be perfect. It just has to be legal, huh, Rebecca?
Things are going to happen. Things are going to be put in your path to make you feel like, oh, maybe this is not the right path for me to take because this happened. No, sometimes that's the devil. You got to stop over that, and you got to keep going.
Yeah. Keep going. That's the word in itself. Keep going. Keep going.
Just do it. Keep going.
Oh my God, that's the word. All right, y'all. So that was Miss Unmute with the Unmute segment, y'all. Guess who is up next?
Hey, it's your favorite Miss Kim on the Morning Tea radio show. Coming up next, let me ruffle your feathers. Stay put now. Don't go nowhere.
Hey, y'all. Hey. Listen. Let me share some that I kind of experienced while I was doing my mental detoxing that I've been doing for like probably about a couple months now, and I've been enjoying it. Because I don't want to point the finger, but stop assuming that people are acting funny when they don't feel like talking. Okay? Stop always jumping to the negative. I had someone tell me I was acting funny because I think I'm doing something, and I just done got beside myself, because I didn't return a phone call, and then I responded in a text, I'll get back to you later. Well, later, my later haven't happened yet, so I ain't got back to you. So they just earned themselves a thumb block. You're now blocked, first of all. But stop assuming that people are acting funny if they don't want to talk or text. Perhaps they may be going through something, and instead of you just jumping negative, just say, hey, I hope all is well. Call me, when you get time. Don't assume the negativity, because a lot of us are in this protecting peace by all means necessary. And if that means I don't feel like talking to you because you're the one that always got a sad story, Miss Kim not answering her phone, and then I have to be reminded who pays this T-Mobile bill. You understand what I'm saying? So just be mindful. If you haven't heard from somebody, don't assume that they're acting funny. Shoot them a text and just say, hey, I hope all is well. Just call me when you get an opportunity and be done with it, so that's all I want to say. And to that person, if you listen to this replay, that's what you get. Because now I ain't calling you back and nothing. So stay in time out, because later ain't happened yet. Y'all go out and be kind. Miss Kim love y'all, okay?
All right, y'all. We're going to get into a commercial break. And when we come back, we got the morning tea topic. The morning tea topic is chivalry dead, or do we have expectations, high expectations? Have expectations changed? Like, we're going to talk about that. So y'all make sure that y'all do not go nowhere. We'll be right back with the morning tea topic.
Do you want your brand heard and your story told? The Morning Tea Radio Show is booking interview and commercial advertising slots, and they are happening right now. This is your chance to connect with an engaged audience of entrepreneurs, creatives, and community leaders who value real conversations and real impact. Spots are limited, so don't wait. Email us today at morningtearadioshow@gmail.com. That's morningtearadioshow@gmail.com, where voices are heard and events and brands are amplified.
It's the morning tea, your perfect brew. Just start the day right. Good vibes and music, shining so bright, bright. With every sip, let your spirit soar. Open the window, let in so much more. It's the morning tea. It's the morning tea. We got the tunes to get you in your groove. A little inspiration.
I'm going to have to get that whole song. I'm going to have to get the whole song. It just be jamming so hard. Good morning, Cordelia. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Nikki. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. This is our first week back. It's been, 3 weeks, y'all? It's been 3 weeks.
Has
we
it?
have not been on in the month of June.
Yes. I thought it was 2.
No, because we were supposed to go on the first week and I was sick, remember?
Right.
I was sick and then we were gone for 2 weeks. But hey, nevertheless, we are here. I'm sitting up here laughing about Kim. You blocked.
You blocked now. Yeah, you earned that block, baby. You earned it.
But listen, this is my auntie. Good morning, auntie. Good morning. Good morning. All right, y'all. So is chivalry dead? Do we have high standards or unrealistic expectations? Unrealistic expectations. So, we are in a time, we're in 2026, right? Mm-hmm. And so, of course, things may have changed from when our grandparents, when our parents, were in relationships, etc., into now. But I wonder, what does chivalry really look like to some women, right? What does it really look like? Because like in the word, I'm going to say not your ways are not my ways, but your ways are not the new ways.
Right.
For some people doesn't have the expectation of certain things. So what does that look like for y'all? Even you in the comments, what does chivalry look like to you? What does you as a woman, what do you have that you expect from your mate or from somebody that you're dating? What is an expectation? I'm going to start off with you, Becca.
Well, for me, I'm a little different because I'm not saying I'm too independent, but I've never been the person to where you have to just pay me or pay my bills or pay this or do that. Like, I've never been that. But respect. You know, I require respect, and I require for you to treat me, you know, a certain way. I like to be, you know, special treatment. But for me, going in, like when I hear women say, "Oh, if you can't pay all my bills, or you can't pay," you know, we living in different times now, so it's like that's not a full requirement. Yeah, you gonna have to put something on it. Now, I ain't saying that, but that's just not. You know, I'd rather you know, have respect for me, treat me really well, have, you know, the utmost respect for me, and not have me out in these streets looking crazy.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. What about you, Kim?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I agree with you as well, Rebecca. You know, chivalry is not dead. You know, for me, I still like you to open the doors for me, pump my gas, you know, make sure that car on full, make sure it's clean, you know, and just be loyal and respectful. Yeah, and just don't be a, I almost said so. Just be just be you know, just be a all around decent person, because you know, I could take care of my own bills and things like that. Like you say, we're living in different times, and it really takes 2, 3, 4 incomes for some people, just depending on how you live in. But I'm not that type of person that it's like, okay, hey, my light bill, do you need to pay my light bill? Because they got their own light bill and their own stuff going on. But I do expect that if we go out, that, you know, if you want to pay the whole bill, fine. If not, I got the tip. You know, it is what it is. You know, as long as you treat me right, the love and respect is there. You handle your stuff, and I feel comfortable enough if I'm slack and need a couple dollars here, that at least you can go to your piggy bank and pull it out and help a sister out. So, yeah.
Yeah, I love what Trina said. She said chivalry is not dead. You have to teach people how to treat you. Some men were taught chivalry, some men were not. But I think that women have had a hand in disappearing chivalry because they have not shown appreciation for those men who have shown it. Thank you goes a long way. I totally agree. Totally agree. Because at the end of the day, some men weren't taught that. Some women, some relationships, the man didn't have a male to teach them those things. Some women didn't teach their young men those same things, right? So it all comes, it comes with your upbringing sometimes, and then sometimes it comes with a woman expressing herself. And when I say expressing yourself, I'm saying expressing yourself in a respectful manner of, these are the things that I like. This is how I want to be treated. I'm not sure how you grew up, but one of the things that I absolutely love is the presentation and the delivery of it, really, that can assist and help men. Not you fussing at them and pointing a finger at them, but you're assisting them with learn. And that comes with growth as well, because some of them weren't. You were actually right. But then you have these women who are allowing things to take place that they shouldn't.
Right.
Like being disrespectful. Like I'm like y'all, I never, because I'm independent, I didn't have, you got to pay all my bills.
Yeah.
You got to do that. But there are certain things as women that we like, and then there are certain things as men that they like from women. Some men love to be patted on the back and saying thank you, and you did an amazing job. That goes a long way to where they want to keep doing it, because they love the appreciation of you saying certain things. And so Marcia says, I expect 3 things: provider, peace, protector. You have to know what I like without having to ask. And that's her love language. That's how she is. And if her spouse, if RJ knows that that's how she is, hey, I'm all for it, because whatever it is his love language is, she caters to that as well. So I love it. So Nikki said, I expect protection, partnership, commitment, communication, and for us to grow together. Everything else will fall in place. Take care of home. I totally agree. So let me ask y'all this. Why settling can lead to regret? Do y'all feel some women are not even opening up to share with their men, and then it leads to regret because it's something that they desire but they haven't shared? Now, is it the man's fault or is it the woman's fault?
Girl, you better talk. You better open your mouth.
Because men are not like us in that Rachel,
Right.
you have to tell them, like, it's no beating around the bush or, reading between the lines with them. It's straight. You have to go straight to it with them. So I agree. You have to open your mouth and say what you want. And if you don't, you can't be upset that they didn't pick up on it.
Yeah, that's good. Because even though they know some of the things you like, they still are not mind readers. You know, the surface stuff they may know. Okay, you prefer ginger ale soda over Dr. Pepper. That's surface level.
Yeah.
But you can't expect them to know everything because they got their own stuff going on in their own brain.
Right.
Yeah.
And
so
then
we can't act like babies with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then you can't put them in somebody else's shoes either.
Yeah.
Like you have to, because in some cases, some women have been in a relationship where they've had a man who have done all of those things.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out. And so now you're in a new relationship and you're trying to put your new relationship in the same shoes as your previous. That doesn't work because now you have high expectations for someone that may not, as we talked about, as Trina said, may not have been raised to do those things, but they are absolutely amazing in other things, right? But you still have to speak up and share what are the things that you what are the things that you desire, because they can't read your mind. So it's, sweetie, I love that you do this for me. I love that you take care of the home. I love that you, and don't be nitpicking.
Yeah.
Like if he missed the door one time, it's okay. Maybe his mind was in a different place at that time, right?
Yeah.
But he takes care of other things. But sweetie, I really would appreciate if you remember to open up the door for me.
Yeah.
I really, that's something that's my love language, catering to those type of things. To make, because some men, they don't like the nitpicking. They feel like we fussing.
Like we nagging. And then we drive them off. Yeah, we drive them. I witnessed this lady, her husband would always open the door. And like you said, something may be on his mind. So they walk to the car. He gets in the car and she's standing outside the door. Right. And so when he realized, like, why you not in the car? He's like, oh, so he gets out, open the door, and she made a big fuss about it. Instead of being considerate. Remember the 99 other times I opened the door for you, girl, and now we're gonna have a fallout because I forgot one time. Show the man grace. Don't be that nagging woman. Just don't be that girl. Don't be. Appreciate what he does and let your man know, hey, baby, I appreciate this, and understand it's hard being a black man in America nowadays. It is. So show him some grace and some love. Don't be having no to-do list. Like, what if he gave you his to-do list?
Yeah, for sure. So we got some good comments. Nikki says, that's the problem with relationships. People expect people to read their mind, but God did not create us that way. Say what you want at the beginning. That way that person can make the choice if they want to go forward. Then once you grow, you want to change. Not fair. That is absolutely the truth. That's not fair with the expectation. And it's not fair to wait and make a person be another person. And then you don't wait until there are some relationships or some women that feel like, oh, I'm gonna change him. Oh, he gonna change once he get married. No, because then when you get married, it's like, okay, I wasn't doing that before. So why is it such a big deal now? That may cause more havoc than it would have if you just shared your expectations or your love language in the beginning. And that's why you got to always be your authentic self.
Yes, from the beginning.
Just be you. Allow me to make a decision if I want to deal with that or not. Instead of it coming up later on and I'm looking at you like, who are you? Like, where you come from?
Yeah.
Who sent you?
Yeah.
Somebody, okay, is this a lady or?
No, that's Daniel.
Daniel. So tired of expecting women. What are we as men to expect? That's good.
That's a good one.
Why don't you tell us what y'all, since you're a man, tell us what y'all expect.
Tell us what you think, or tell us what your expectation of a woman is, because their expectation, it goes both ways. It goes both ways. Jay says some men wasn't raised to be chivalrous, so you have to take that into consideration too. Absolutely. So let me ask y'all this, because this is something that we see on the daily. Do you think relationships goals on social media is creating unrealistic expectations? Do y'all feel like social media is creating unrealistic expectations for relationships?
I definitely do. And I think that we have to stop saying, I'm not going to say stop saying it because we can say what we want to say, but when people say relationship goals because people show the shopping bags, or he took me shopping, he did this, he did that. But I think that sometimes you not realizing that behind all of that is something. Because for me, if somebody has to plaster that 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, every day, oh, my man, he do this, or he did it. You're trying to convince somebody else.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, because I think that a lot of the actions are going to show that. A lot of the people who are relationship goals or whatever, it shows without you pointing out, oh, he bought me this, or he did so from day one, he was this, or I ain't never did this, or you trying to throw that into people's faces. Like, if their person is not doing something similar to that, then they're not good men, or they're not. And I don't like that.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't know what's happening behind the scenes. Like,
exactly, because you never share that.
Yeah.
To me, and it's just me posting that my man bought me this, my man bought me that. That is so superficial. Like, it's the other things that besides buying something that makes your man, if that's the only thing that makes your man worthy because he buys you things. There's so many men that got a bunch of money that can buy you stuff. Like, what is unique about him that makes him different, and your love for him, but not just buying stuff. I mean, that's crazy. But so what do you think, Kim, about creating unrealistic expectations?
Well, like you said, with the social media, every woman requires different things, just like every man requires different things. You know, Miss Kim done been there, done that, baby. I don't need you buying me houses and cars. I don't need all that. At this big old age, you know, my requirement is a little different. You know, it's more of a mental thing. Can you stimulate my mentalness? You know, can you make love to my mind, not only my fine body? You know, can we have deep conversation? Can we, you know, grow older together? You know, I'm not a traveler, so we don't have to go around the world and all this kind of stuff. You know, a nice little getaway here and there up the road is suffice. So when we compare ourselves to what we see online, we doomed to fail. Because maybe your man pockets or your pockets can't afford all of that, you know? So don't put the stress on your partner to do that because of what you see, and thinking that he loves you any less because he's not bringing you bags and all. How many times can we carry the same purse? Like, I got 500 purses, and then I found one the other day. I said, oh, I didn't know I had this purse. So don't be ridiculous in your expectations, you know? So every woman requires different, and you just got to know your person, because I believe everybody have their perfect person. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I totally agree. And then comparing real people to curated lifestyles, you're going to forever be doomed. Like, you're going to forever, because at the end of the day, what happens if the Lord takes the rug from up under your feet? Like, what do you have left besides superficial things, but besides material things, right? You have to, it's so many things that's underneath the surface besides just going to the store and purchasing stuff. And if you are comparing yourself to what you see, half the time the stuff on social media is not even the real lifestyle. It's just a moment. It's just a moment. And so you have to find your person based on what your love language is. And then if that is your love language, if your love language is, I love when it may be this. When I was growing up, I didn't have a lifestyle of someone purchasing things from me, right? Buying things from me. And so I knew one of the things that I would love in a man was for him to cater to the things that I like. Shopping. I love to shop. I love to go on trips. These are things that you have to say
right in the beginning.
If the man may not can't keep up with that. And if that's not something that he can keep up with, you can't point the finger at him, especially if he has all of the other qualities of loving you as a woman. And this is the one thing that he can't keep up with. It may be every now and then that he purchases something, but you can't have the expectation that every time you go to the mall, you got to buy me something. And if that is, then that needs to be your love language. You need to speak that in the beginning of a relationship. It has to be somebody that has enough money, and all they're going to do, they could probably do all of the other things wrong. But as long as they keep buying you stuff, they know in their mind you happy.
Yeah.
There's so much more. So much
I
more.
like what Jay said too. Like one of her requirements, if you can't pray for it with me, yeah, that's important as well. Yeah.
Yeah. That's her desire.
Yeah.
So she knows that when she's out, and not saying that she's seeking anybody, because we know how it's supposed, but if she's out and she's introduced, or a gentleman wants to, and they get to the conversation of, those are things that she needs. And sometimes women don't see it, they don't speak it up because they don't want you to do it just because they said something.
Mm-hmm.
I know that to be true. I don't want to tell you what you should do to me, or how you should treat me. I need you to figure that out. I need you to understand. But there are some things that you can say in which you like Marcy have her 3 Ps. This is non-negotiable.
Yeah.
This is what it is. My mama on here, y'all. Let me read you. She said, it's hard out here, y'all. My problem is why these men don't even ask you out to lunch, dinner, or coffee, but they try to run to your house. I think some women don't know their worth. Speak up. Stop settling.
That's
Absolutely.
Right. That's right. I agree.
Don't let them stop coming. Stop. Look, if somebody just want to come to your house, change the dynamics or the trajectory. If they don't want to take you out, if they don't want to be seen with you, and that is your desire from a man, then no, like you don't need to come to my house. Let's meet out somewhere. I'll meet you somewhere. I'll even drive my car. You don't even have to pick me up.
Exactly.
And sometimes too, I ask, like when I'm talking to my little young clients and they say that, oh, he better be able to buy me this and do this. And I ask them, well, what do you bring to the table?
Yeah.
What do you bring to the table? I can honestly say I'm the table, the plate, the set, everything.
Yes.
What do you bring to the table? Because sometimes it can't just be all about financial stuff. Like, are you able to hold an intellectual conversation? Are you able for him to take you around his people and you not embarrass him or whatever? What things do you yourself bring to the table as well?
Yeah. I mean, that's the days that we're living in now. The days where the man go to work and that's all he need to do for a woman, those days are over with. And vice versa. Like women start having the expectation that that's all he has to do. Like, no.
And then we can't expect him to figure us out when, truth be told, some of us don't even know what we want or what we need. So stop always putting it on the man. Because if you are true to yourself, you could be able to articulate what you desire from your mate. And that's that communication and being who you are up front and give him that opportunity. You may want him so bad, but once you done showed him who you are, he may be like, let me go ahead and exit now. And then you still trying to hold on to him. Now, boo-boo, find that man that's going to keep buying you them purses, taking you on these trips, these fancy cars, and getting this hair, these nails, and all that kind of stuff. That's what you want, so leave him alone. If he say, look, girl, I can't, you too expensive, you too high maintenance, respect his choice,
Right. And men, stop doing it.
Yes.
Stop doing it to hold on to whomever it is. If you know that it's putting more stress on you than it is for you to just be with someone that you really, then stop doing it. Stop putting up the facade that this can carry out, because then there's the expectation that this is going to continue to keep going. You're going to continue to do these things. And then when you can't, then it becomes a problem or an issue. So I love what Daniel said. We're not living in a way out our parents and grandparents' days back then. Love had purpose and meaning. People have stopped looking for love. They are looking for ways to give.
That's it.
That is so true. Then some of them are they have the expectations of their own childhood hurt. Like, I want you, this is what I went through. I want you to pick up where I left off, right? I want you to, this is how much I desire you because of the things that you do. One of the things that I love about what happened between David and I was it was the Lord knew that we needed to be in 2 separate cities so that we can learn to love each other at a distance. And when we got together, we can spend all day, 5 days out of the week doing absolutely nothing. If you can do that with somebody that you just love to be in their presence, you just love to be with them. It didn't take us going out. It didn't take him taking me out to a fancy restaurant, which he did. It didn't take him buying me a fancy purse, which he did later on, but I got a chance to really get to know him and love him for an individually, and not because of the things that it was the little things that made me fall. And so I think when you go into something with that expectation of, I need this, I want this, I want that. If he don't look like this, if he don't have this much, if he don't have that type of job, you're missing all of the meat and the potatoes of an individual, because you're looking for all the things that are, I'm going to say, materialistic. I'm going to say that. And that's not necessarily the thing. Yes, I love the fact that my mama said you need to take me out for coffee. Yeah, because he don't need to come to your house.
Right.
If you're having great conversations before you get to the coffee, I'm not saying wait 6 months, a year before you actually go out somewhere.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's learning the individual that's so uplifting and empowering that you fall in love with the person and not the things, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, because then she'll want to do your love language is, gifting and showing appreciation through gifts and stuff, because they will want to do that, but
and then you give from a different place too.
Yeah. And I was gonna say, I've seen it from the other side of that, where people say they want that. They want the man. The man is like, okay, I'll work, I'll do everything. You just stay home, and then the man come home and can't even get nothing to eat.
Girl, in the house nasty. Clothes dirty.
All he wants you to do is take care of that, and he takes care of you. So, and I've seen it to where that it starts off like that, and like you said earlier, Mika, it starts off like that, and then something happens. He gets sick or loses his job, and that person don't even have his back at that point, because they're so used to all that he can do for them. And now when it's time for them to be that for him, it's a problem.
Yeah. And I think as women, we need to understand what the men's love language is too. Like, while we're trying to get or receive, I think we should try to read them enough to know, what do they like? What is it that, because most men, they're really unspoken about their desires. They really don't share. I want you to do this. I know David he don't even like that. I want you to do this. He don't even want me to ask him about what he want to eat. But I understand it. So for me, that's something that I have to learn. I have to learn what it is that he desires to eat. And as women, we need to learn their love language too.
Absolutely.
And stroke them with the simple things, and stroke them with the major things, and just the presentation of how they should be respected as men, especially if they are the men that's working, that's trying to take care. That list, I'm like you, Rebecca, that list of you need to do this, you need to do that, because what will happen if it goes away? Will you still be in love with the individual because of who they are, and not because of what they can do? What those conditions. I love you because you can do this, you can do that. No. Because if that gets removed and taken away, what do you have left? What do you have left? So let's see. Yolanda said, these are all valid points, but some people forget that the Bible says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. And yet domestic violence is slowly becoming the #1 killer in Black women in our country. There's definitely a lack of respect somewhere, and we have to identify the red flags early. Listen, and it's young. It's not the old folks.
Yeah.
It's the young ones too. But I have been around young adults. The language is different.
Right.
The language with these young women are putting up, young girls, young ladies, I'm going to say, are putting up way more disrespect than we did, than our generation. And I believe wholeheartedly that it comes from what's being taught or what they are seeing.
What they see. Yep.
It's not they just all of a sudden, right? It's what they taught. So where does it come from? It comes from learned behavior, what they see that's been okay in their household, what they thought was love. What, some people love, some of these young girls love the fact that, oh, you was talking trash to me, but now you taking me out to eat. You really love me. No, these are conditions that have been seen and been taught that people have thought were normal behavior.
Because they think mama do it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. For sure. And the young men too. They haven't been taught to be respectful. to their own mama.
Right.
So if they don't respect their mother, they sure are not going to respect a young lady that they're dating, because they have the expectation of this is normal behavior. It's supposed to go like this.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to fight on you and then love on you later. That's love language. I'm loving on you. I love you, right? So what I did earlier, I'm sorry, but you know I love you, right? But so how do we break the cycle? Like, how do we break the cycle? Because even as adults, women are trying to walk away and they can't. So as adults, what do we do? What do we do? So I think that there's a lack of, and then here's another thing. As adults, do a self-reflection of yourself. Have I instilled this in my young adults? Have I instilled this in my son? Have I instilled this in my daughter? What can I do to stop the mental thought process of this is normal? You know, no, I'm not going to allow you to disrespect me. No, I'm not going to allow you to disrespect her. And I'm not going to allow her to disrespect him, because you got women and young girls that will entice the man to do something to him because they want the attention, or they want to see the love part after, right? And so, so I just think it's definitely this generation. Let me tell y'all, they are something different.
Very different.
The only way that it's going to change is if there's some demands and boundaries. Mothers and fathers, stop being your kids' friends and be a parent.
Right.
Like, nurture them the right way. Like, if you out here doing wilding out, and they see it, what do you expect? That's normal behavior for them.
Being a friend and clubbing with them and feeling like, oh, we won, we equal.
No. That's one thing I've never done. My daddy may say I got a flip lip, but I'm still gonna be respectful. I got it from him, but I'm still gonna be respectful.
A flip lip. I like that.
Listen, I got it honest, but I know when to shut up too.
Yes. Yeah.
I know when to shut up. But yeah, I love this. I love this this conversation. Good morning, cousin. Love you too. I love this conversation because you know, it's a needed conversation. And I always say, when we talk, we have to look internally, you know, what are some of the things that you know what, you really tripping. Like, that is not really a thing. Like, you making that to be a thing, but it really ain't. And given, as Trina talked about, giving grace in areas. So before we close out, we got about 6 more minutes. What are some unnegotiables for y'all? What are some non-negotiables?
Oh, putting them hands on me. The first time you hit me, push me, call me out my name, it's a wrap. You do not. And when I say you do not, there's no grace. There's no, oh, it was an accident, I didn't mean to do it. This is for me. You're out of there. You're out of there. That right there. No.
I agree with Tim. And now that I'm older, I think there are things that I used to say that, oh no, I wouldn't dare. You know, we ain't doing no fight. Baby, the police ain't gonna know who to take when they come. Right. Drag up through here, baby. But yes, the respect thing is really big, and the fighting and domestic. That's a negotiable, because we, like I said, our big grown age, you shouldn't be sitting there calling nobody back and forth. No names and stuff like that.
Those things, once it gets to that level.
It has to be respect on both ends. So, yeah.
And then line comes right under that. Like, don't be lying. Don't be lying.
The truth to do.
Yeah.
The truth to do.
Yeah.
And don't love me to death.
Right.
Don't love me to death. Like, I love to be loved. Don't get me wrong. If this to the point where you're gonna have me hemmed up in here and the SWAT team and keep it.
Keep that. Keep that point.
Listen, it's happening. I'm just like, this is so crazy. So non-negotiable for me would also be anything physical. And definitely call me out my name. Well, not calling me out my name, calling me a name that I'm not. I should say that, because that's not my name. But calling me a name that I'm not. For that, I think that's just disrespectful. I just would lose so much layer of respect when it comes to that. But definitely anything physical that will allow me to be scared or frightened at any point, any moment, to where I'm uncomfortable. If I get to the point to where I'm uncomfortable, because I'm a firm believer, and I talked about this as well last week. I have an analogy where my husband, he's the farmer, right? He plants the seeds within the relationship. And I try to do my best is to be submissive and allow him to be the man that he is. And I'm the gardener. I nourish the seeds that he plant. That's my role. That's my position. However, I love you enough to trust you to plant those seeds for me to nourish. But once I get to a point to where I can't trust you because of decision making, when it comes to I'm hurt, I don't trust you because of domestic. I don't mean because of physical. I don't trust you because your intentions with me are off. Those things that would put me in a space where mentally I would be challenged so much to the point to where I don't think I could hold on to that. We would definitely have to go. The Lord would definitely have to work on us. Not saying the Lord can't do miraculous things. However, that would be some of that, because I love you enough to trust you enough to make decisions for us in our family. But once it gets to the point to where it's like, okay, now wait a minute, like I can't trust you with nothing now, because you're calling me the wrong name. You try to put your hands on me. No, this ain't the seeds I want to nourish. I don't want them to grow nowhere. So yeah, those type of things.
This was good.
Amazing show today. Shout out to everybody who rocked with us on today. Today was awesome. Awesome comeback, ladies. Y'all got any closing comments or remarks y'all want to share?
I want to say one thing. I found out, y'all, we have an outage over here in the area, so that was the issue. And they sent it last night, but of course I didn't check my email, so I know. But I tell you, I had all my little setup. I done got my stuff in. I said, boy, the devil be busy.
The devil.
But that's okay. We made it.
Yeah. Mama said we need this discussion again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a good one. Definitely a good one.
Definitely. I would love to have some men on the next time we have the conversation. I would love to have some men on. I'm going to see if I can get us some men on to have the conversation and get their perspective, because I love for us to not just speak from a woman's perspective, but even understand their thought process. Thank you, Daniel, for hopping on and sharing your thoughts and your perspective when it comes to the conversation, because we need to hear from men, because maybe their thought process is different. And then we need to know what they expect from us.
Right.
Like, it would be good to hear that kind of conversation and dialogue. So we appreciate y'all. But listen, if y'all want to be a guest on the Morning Tea Radio Show, reach out to myself, Rebecca, or Kim. Do y'all have any upcoming events y'all want to share?
I have saved a date for September the 12th. We have an Unchained retreat. More details to follow.
Where they find out the details, Kim.
More details to follow. Just save the date, September the 12th, 2026.
And make sure y'all are following the Unmute Yourself Movement Facebook page. I have some things I'm working on, and I would love for all of you all to come out and be a part of it. That's the Facebook group, the Unmute Yourself Movement. All of the details will be there. And if you ain't already following your girl, Rebecca Davis, make sure you follow me.
Awesome sauce. And I have a new media mogul class that I am starting on July the 14th. So July the 14th, 7:00 p.m. We had an awesome class last night. Shout out to everybody who was on last night and who has responded and shared that you enjoyed the class. One thing that I absolutely love is to make sure that you get a return out of your investment, either your time or your money, to make sure that you get that. So I'm super excited about July 14th. And then I also have something else, but make sure that you follow myself, Indigo Blue, on July the 24th in Houston, Texas. We're having an amazing time, wine and fashion on a Friday. We got a wine sponsor, so we're going to enjoy with conversation. We're going to enjoy some fashion tips and statement pieces by CEO and founder Marcy Jackson. I'm going to be there in the city, and I'm excited to share what's going to take place at that time. So y'all make sure that y'all register. We got an Eventbrite link. I'll make sure that I share it within. Rebecca, share your community link. Kim, share where to follow you inside of the comments too, so they can go directly. If you catch the replay, we appreciate y'all rocking with us on this morning. Y'all have an amazing Wednesday. We'll be back next week. Same place, same time, same location, right here on the Morning Tea Radio Show with your girl, Mika Diamond. And your favorite Miss Kim. Remember to be kind. Uh-oh, you on mute. You on mute. Get unmuted. Your girl, Miss Unmuted. All right, y'all. Have an amazing Wednesday. We'll see y'all next week.
Wake up. The tea is hot. Nigga, Kim and Rebecca got the spot. Sip it slow, let the gossip flow. Morning tea is your daily glow. Turn it up, hear the laughter ring. Stories fly like birds on wings. Steeped in truth with a twist of fun. The morning tea has just begun. Pour a